pleasure and an honor to welcome on to the Burns and Gambo show here on Arizona Sports. 43 points last night, an amazing game against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Durant joins us here on the Burns and Gambo show. Kevin, I'm Dave. This is Gambo. Thanks for coming on today. We really appreciate it.
What up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good, KD. Hey, let me first say what a privilege it is to watch you play this game. And I've been around for 57 years. Bernard King was my favorite player as a kid growing up, but it's beyond special to watch you. I can count on one hand the number of players that play at the level you've played at. You're truly one of the greats that have ever played this game, and it's fun to watch you play.
Man, the Bernard King reference, man. Damn, you're taking them back with that one. I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot.
You
that
got
means
it.
a lot coming from y'all.
Thank you. Hey, I want to go back to the Dallas game on Christmas Day because I heard you last night after the game talking about 25 and 18. You guys, on Christmas Day, after you lost to Dallas, you guys had a 14 and 15 record. You've completely turned around the season in a month. How have you done it? What has been the key reasons why you've been able to turn this season around in such a short amount of time?
I think we got back healthy. I think we understand more of our schemes on both ends. Just getting comfortable with one another, and I think that trial and error helps you become a better team, you know. So we took some losses, watched some film, learned from it, and, you know, start turning our season around. I think that's just the nature of the league. A lot of teams have been, you know, have ebbs and flow and struggled throughout the league, but they'll figure it out. And I feel like, you know, this is our time to start figuring it out right around Christmas.
I know Chris Paul, when he got here, he said what interested him with the Suns was in the bubble. He noticed the Suns that year in the bubble. They didn't make the playoffs, but they went 8-0, and he said that caught my attention. At what point in your career did this Phoenix Suns team catch your attention where you said, hey, this is a team to watch out for, and this is a team that I might want to play for one day?
Yeah, right around that time. I mean, as Book started to grow as a player, I started to see, you know, the type of players they were drafting over here. And I always loved Phoenix as a city, loved playing here. So it just kind of aligned at the right time for me. And, you know, we got, you know, having Book here. And when I got here, CP, DL, all those guys was on this kind of like the same timeline I was on. So it made sense. And I feel like this year is kind of the same thing with Brad and Merck and Grayson. I think we're all on the same timeline. So it fits well to me, and I'm happy I'm here.
Kevin Durant, our guest here on the Burns and Gambo show. Patience was the word that was getting thrown around a lot by the fans, by the media, by us. We were talking about it. It was hard for a lot of fans to have the patience that everything was going to work out. Was it hard, or was it easy for you guys in the locker room to have patience and faith to know that this thing was going to work out?
I mean, we had no other choice, you know, but you know, because we had to get up and come to work regardless, and we just kept grinding and trying to figure stuff out on the fly. And I think we all been a part of teams like that where you got guys in and out the lineup, and you're trying to figure out your identity with a new coach, new system, you know. So we're pros, so we understand what the process is like, but we understand we got a big microscope on us as well, and so many people expecting us to play well and get it pretty soon, pretty quickly. So, but we understand what the business is like, and just try to stay patient and keep grinding and get healthy. That was the main thing.
In real time, Devin Booker goes crazy in the first half against the Pelicans. Bradley Beal finishes that game great against the Pacers. You get just smoking hot yesterday against the Chicago Bulls. In real time, among pros like you guys, is it easy, or is it challenging to understand that kind of chemistry of, hey, this guy's hot, you go, you shoot, right? Like I remember watching you against the Pelicans, telling Book, you just shoot, you keep on going. In the midst of something like that, how easy is it, or is it a challenge to kind of figure out who's going to get their touches and win and all that stuff?
It's pretty easy, and I think it's easier to figure it out once you get stops on the defensive side. You don't always got to play against a set defense or call a play. And I think all three of us are good at playing random basketball in transition after a stop, you know. So we had a lot of stops that New Orleans game, and Book got it going in the first quarter. So it was like, you know, just let's keep – when we see something that works, we try to keep going to it. And, you know, and same thing with Brad in L.A. and the fourth quarter last game. You know, so we try to see some stuff and try to capitalize on it as best we can. But it all stems from us getting stops. We do that, the ball will find the best players.
You didn't have to do it last night because Drew Eubanks came in and gave you a big lift, but you've had to play a little small ball 5 recently. You've done it at other times in your career. It's worked really well for this team. Tell me, do you like playing the small ball 5 and that lineup, and why is it so successful?
Yeah, I like everything about basketball. You can put me anywhere, and I can try to figure it out as best I can. I enjoy it, and I just try to. I know that that could give us so much space with me at the 5 and with 4 shooters around. So and usually it'll make a coach have to make an adjustment on play his best defenders, in the game, and not his big men. So. I think coach is using that lineup just to throw the other team off for a split second, and then we'll kind of then make them readjust, and then we might go back to our original game plan. Who knows? But just having different attacks, I think, makes us unpredictable, and that makes a good team.
We had Eric Gordon on a week ago, and he had suggested that lineup could work against anybody at any time in the NBA, regardless of who was playing the 5. Do you feel the same way about that small ball lineup? Depends who the center is, man. But, we can roll that out there and see what happens. I don't mind throwing it out there against anybody and seeing what happens. And I'm confident in the group and confident in Coach that he's going to put us all in the best positions.
You guys get Dallas tomorrow. It's been less than a year since the partnership with Kyrie broke up, and you went your way and he went his way. What does this game mean to you? Is it revenge from the Christmas Day game against Dallas, the partnership with Kyrie for those years? What does this game mean to you?
Yeah, I don't play off storylines, man. It's just another game that we're going to use to get better and keep going. We know where we're trying to get to at the end of the season. So all that stuff is for the outside, the fans enjoy the game. Hopefully they watch with some enthusiasm. But for me as a player, it's just we got some solid momentum right now. Let's see how we can build on it.
I always cringe when people talk about your legacy. It's defined. You're one of the truly 5 greatest players that has ever played this game. You've won championships, MVP awards. But I do want to ask you about what a championship in Phoenix would mean to you. If you were able to bring this city their first ever championship, what would it mean to you personally and for your legacy?
I don't even look at it that way. I'd be happy to experience something with these group of guys in this city, and we'll celebrate that together if it ever happens. But it's not about me at the end of the day. It's about all of us, and everybody plays a part, from the fans to media to the players to the executives, So it's bigger than just me. So I'm not even really thinking about what it means for whatever legacy me. I guess that's what people will say about me when I'm done playing. Like, I can't really concern myself with that. I'm into just enjoying the experience, and if I get an opportunity to go through that experience with this group and with this city, I'll be more than grateful and happy that I was able to do it. But regardless, I'm gonna come to work every day and put my best foot forward for the city and my teammates.
You've had a chance now to play with Devin for almost a year. Bradley is still kind of relatively new to the mix. What sort of different dynamic does he bring on and off the floor in terms of what he brings to the locker room, what he brings on the court? How much has he changed things for you guys?
Bradley, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, Bradley, talking about Beal, yeah.
Some high IQ player that is very selfless, that can do pretty much everything out there on the floor, can guard, pass, score from everywhere, So you add that to your group, it just takes you to another level, So he eases everybody's mind when he's out there, man. We know we can throw him the ball and we can get good offense. If we stagnate, know he can guard. So man, it's great having somebody that's well rounded as a player. It helps everybody else on the team.
Look, we hear how many great things you do in that locker room, how much you care about winning in the organization. And this, you've played for 5 different organizations. This one, the commitment to win, the luxury tax, going beyond the apron. As a player, what does that mean when you've got that commitment to win from the top?
When everybody's on the same page, that's the beauty of the league. We all understand what the goal is. We all trying to help each other and empower each other, be the best version of ourselves. Wherever that takes us, So we don't talk about championships every day. We talk about the process of it and what it takes to be great every day. So if everybody's on that page, then I can accept whatever happens after that.
KD, congratulations on all the success that you've had. That game last night was unbelievable and just a joy to watch. We really appreciate you coming on for a few. Best of luck against Dallas and on this road trip, okay?
Big fan, guys. Love what y'all doing. Thank you.
Thank you, KD.
Appreciate that. That's Kevin Durant joining us here on the Burns and Gambo Show in Arizona Sports.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona Sports.